Hey everyone, my name is Random Attributes and I'm starting something new today. This is a mostly blind playthrough of the Journeyman Project series on PC, starting with Pegasus Prime. I'll talk some more after the intro is played out.
The year is 2318. The location, the skyborn metropolis of Caldoria. Finally, the terrible memories of Earth's world wars have started to fade. After discovering the strength of unification, humanity reclaimed and restored their once ravaged planet. However, all of these accomplishments have become threatened by man's most incredible discovery: time travel. Frightened by its potential for disaster, government leaders immediately seized the time machine, codenamed Pegasus, and moved it to a secret location. Realizing that the integrity of the time continuum would now have to be forever guarded, the unified Earth government formed an elite agency to protect history. On a day when an unlikely and unproven member of this team was monitoring the time stream, the unimaginable occurred. Gage Blackwood, Agent 5 of the Temporal Protectorate, would be called upon to prevent a crisis that will threaten history itself. A crisis that could destroy not only the past, but also the future of humankind. This is the story of Earth's most timely hero.
I don't know what to feel about that last phrase there. So yeah, what do I mean by mostly blind? Well, I've played the second game in this series, Buried in Time, in its entirety. I know, hear me out on this. It was about 25 years ago, and it was basically just a one-off playthrough. There are things that I definitely remember about that game, like a couple of the puzzle solutions and one character in particular, but I had no idea what the story was about at the time, and to be quite blunt, I still don't. It was basically just me wandering around, looking at cool FMVs, not really understanding what was going on, etc, and I'm pretty sure I used a walkthrough for about 75% of the game. In particular, I had no idea what the plot was about, who I was, or why I was doing this stuff, so I'm definitely not going into the second game blind, but after about 25 years or so, I think I'll be able to get a new perspective while playing it. As for the first game in the series, Pegasus Prime, which is this one, and the third game, Legacy of Time, those are completely blind playthroughs, so I'm not really sure what I'm getting myself into here, but I have heard some good things about this series, so I'm looking forward to seeing what these games have to offer. I'm struggling to understand this game's release history, but very briefly, it came out originally on the Macintosh in 1993, and then it was ported to the PC and also re-released on the Macintosh a couple of times in 1994. This particular version of the game, Pegasus Prime, was released in 1997 as a director's cut / remake, and it was exclusive to the Power Macintosh and also Japanese PlayStations up until around 2013/2014. That's when it became available on PC. So this is all very confusing, but in short, it's a remake of a game that came out in 1993 that was released in 1997, which I believe if we go back here, it's going to say, is it going to tell me when it was released? Yeah, software based on Scum VM 2001-2013. So, yeah. Very, very confusing history. Hopefully it's not as confusing as the actual game. Speaking of confusing, this is the weirdest menu screen I have ever seen in my life. To make a selection, we use a scroll wheel on the mouse. We don't actually have a cursor, even though the game is based on a cursor-based interface. Press any direction key or click your mouse pointing device to exit the overview and return to the main screen. Point at any part of the interface to learn about it. So, time zones, compass. I'm a little bit worried about this. We have an energy level which we need to worry about. So we're currently in the press icon. We can grab things, zoom in and zoom out. We have a keyboard. Well, I have a keyboard. I don't know about you, chat. You might be using a tablet or something. We have biochips, data, and applicable functions of a current inventory item, and that is our current inventory item, so these two are linked. Alright, so let me take a quick look at the manual. This is a chunky ass manual, so I definitely won't be reading the full thing, but I'll just read a synopsis. Our story begins in the skyborne metropolis of Caldoria in the fall of 2318. The unified world is finally at peace, but only as a result of the perseverance of a people determined to not repeat the great wars of the 21st century. Over a century ago, in the year 2185, came the first of a series of events which would forever alter the course of human existence. The pilots of a cargo shuttle delivering construction materials to the Moramito Mars colony, we've colonized Mars, spotted an alien spacecraft. We have aliens, lovely. Soon after the sighting, the ship sped off at light speed into deep space. The landing bay scanners confirmed and documented the encounter, and the existence of intelligent alien life forms had been proven. But it wasn't until 2308, which I believe is 10 years before the game takes place, that true contact was made with an alien race. Earth was approached by visitors who called themselves the... I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Chirolans? Not sure. The purpose of their visit was to invite humanity to join the Symbiotry of Peaceful Beings, an alliance of intelligent beings whose objective is to benefit from the sharing of knowledge and culture. The whatever they're called stated that they would give us 10 years to deliberate their proposal. There we go, 10 years. After which, a delegation would arrive to extend a formal invitation. Now, on the eve of the aliens' return, has come an invention which jeopardizes all that we have achieved. Time travel technology, though originally hailed as a possible gateway to the mysteries of our past, was soon realized to be potentially more dangerous than any weapon ever created. For this reason, the government formed the Temporal Protectorate. As a member of this elite team, it is your job to safeguard history from sabotage. You monitor the space/time continuum from the Temporal Security Annex, a top-secret installation where lies Pegasus, the only time machine known to be in existence. But so long as the technology to create such a machine exists, the threat of temporal sabotage remains. We are protecting timelines, whatever the hell that means. I did see something about we go into the past. Where is it? Pegasus has been programmed to allow agents to travel only to the location of any detected temporal rip, or to a time 200 million years in the past where a disk containing the known history of the world has been planted. This disk is meant to serve as a reference tool in case history should be altered. And it talks about the disk over here. I might read that a bit later in the playthrough because honestly, this intro has gone on long enough. Alright, two more things before we get going. Firstly, there is a difficulty here. We have adventure and walkthrough. I don't remember what I played Buried in Time with, whether it was actually adventure or walkthrough, but I distinctly remember trying both and seeing that some of the puzzles changed. So if we're playing on walkthrough, we don't actually get the full experience. So I'm playing on adventure today. Hopefully I will not need to resort to the internet's help, but we'll see. And secondly, just so you're aware, I'm recording this immediately after recovering from my very first COVID infection, so if I do stupid things or if I sound completely out of it, well, that's pretty normal for me, so don't worry about it, but it might be a little bit worse than usual, just so you know. But as always, I'll do my best. Alright, let's get this done. That's a pretty fancy city in the clouds. What, it's actually on a spaceship or something? I thought it would still be attached to the ground like a tree. Oh, God. Did that just happen, or is that a dream?
Good morning. I'm Johnny Ego, and you're listening to the mellow sounds of WKIM Too Big, Caldoria.
Hey, Sleeping Beauty. Don't tell me you overslept. Whoa, you look awful. Did you have another one of those nightmares? You know, you really should talk to the doc about that. Anyway, This is just a friendly reminder that you're supposed to relieve me at 0700. Remember, it was your idea to draw straws, and you drew the short one. So, you get to hold down the fort while the rest of us go and watch the Sorolan delegate procession. Look, you always wanted to be the Lone Ranger. Now, get down here on time for a change, and I'll let you watch my op man when I come back. See you later. Wake up. Wake up.
Oh boy, you know the rules. No video calls before we've gotten out of our pajamas.
Good morning, Agent 5. It seems that you have slept with your neuroocular prosthesis on again. Your monocle needs recalibration. Stand by. The energy level warning light is operational. The energy level counter is at 100%. Scrolling through the inventory control panel. You currently have no inventory items. Scrolling through the biochip display panel. You have the AI biochip installed. Initiating self-diagnosis of onboard artificial intelligence. AI unit is fully operational. Agent 5, recommend you set an electrostatic shock reminder so this repeated morning recalibration routine does not continue.
That sounds like the sort of thing an AI would say, I guess. Oh, there's too much happening, there's too much happening. So, that intro sequence, I assume that is a dream. We saw Caldoria getting blown up. Possibly as a result of something going wrong in the space-time continuum, perhaps? Not sure. Also, I should have mentioned this right at the start. There are no subtitles on this game, or in its sequel Buried in Time. I'm not sure about Legacy, the third game, but I'll find out when I get there. There was way too much happening there. Alright, where do I start? So, someone called us. I didn't catch her name. We need to relieve her. But firstly, I want to...
Agent 5, you are due for your shift at the Temporal Security Annex. Recommend departure soon.
I've just gotten out of bed, man, please. So I can use the arrow keys to look around here. I'm not sure if I've got a look up or look down. In fact, I can't actually move around by clicking the mouse here. I've got to use the arrow keys on the keyboard. Alright, so this is our home, apartments. I'm not sure if this is provided by the place where we work or whether it's our own place. I can't tell if that's a mirror or just a fancy light. Or maybe just a piece of artwork.
Agent 5, you are late for your scheduled shift at the TSA.
Am I going to get penalised for that? How do I access the alcohol? I've just gotten out of bed, I need a drink. Ugh.
Good morning, Mr. Blackwood. Stand by for health check schedule. Your body fat today is 15%. Today's tip, cut back on the Chinese takeout.
Harsh.
Please choose a hairstyle.
Oh god. Let's be a corpo today.
Agency standard.
Did that change my shirt as well? I missed that, but I've got a horrible feeling that also changed my shirt. In which case, that's kind of impressive. Right, that's the door we came through. Is that what I think it is? Yes.
The wait is over. At precisely 6 a.m. West Coast time, a Sorolan space vehicle entered Earth's atmosphere and landed on the lawn in front of Caldoria's Capitol building. Although the city square is being kept clear for the ceremony, crowds of onlookers have formed on the fringes, eager to catch a glimpse of the Cerolan ambassador as he emerges from the spacecraft to shake hands with Dr. Castillo, symbolizing our acceptance into the symbiometry of peaceful beings and forever changing the course of human events. Stay tuned for more.
It could have been worse. We could have heard Gage doing his business. Cerolans, that's what they called, Cerolans. And we have accepted the deal. We're going to be inducted into the symbiometry of peaceful beings, or whatever it's called. This is not the room where we started. I can't walk backwards, unfortunately. I have to actually turn around and go forwards. Okay, so we've got two little rooms here connected by a bathroom of sorts. No, don't... Gage. I had to walk towards that.
Sonic shower. Please keep all appendages within the sterilization ring. Sterilization complete. Have a nice day.
It's 2318, so I won't whinge about it too much, but I did study physics. I'm pretty sure that's not how sound works. Maybe things have changed in the next 300 years or so. Alright, what's in this room? Anything? Or am I just wasting time fooling around in my apartment instead of attending this briefing or whatever it is that I need to do?
Current cleaning mode, gentle cycle. Urethane microwave setting. Estimated time to completion, approximately 3 hours.
So you're telling me we can have a shower instantly like that, but it still takes hours to do our washing? The more things change and all that?
Good morning, Mr. Blackwood. Please make a selection. As per your diet, Cafe Borgia is not a viable option. The synthesizing electrolyte proteinamine nutrient number 4. Share and enjoy.
This seems so dystopian. Can I grab that? I can. But what can I do with it? Automatically used. Okay.
Agent 5, you have nearly exceeded the optimal departure time in order to be punctual. Recommend that you leave for the TSA at once.
This is going to result in me starting the game again and quickly doing all this stuff. I can see it already. Inventory panel is tilde. I can't even see my cursor now to select the object. Curious. How do I bring up the AI chip again? Looking through the controls. Backspace. What about toggle data display? No. Display object info? No. Oof. Can I read my briefing, please?
Good morning, Mr. Blackwood. Please make a selection.
Maybe I have to put this down again? There we go.
Your current directive is to report to the Temporal Security Annex for your scheduled shift and monitor the time stream for possible anomalies.
Very succinct.
You are in your apartment 4C of the Caldoria Heights complex.
Caldoria Heights Complex, Apartment 4C. Got us. Alright. What else we got?
Good morning, Mr. Blackwood. You have 2 messages. First message.
Just calling to say thanks for the Thai food last night. Sorry I had to leave so early, but this story is the biggest break of my career. I think you'll be able to catch me Iron Byron system. I'll call you later. Bye.
No one smiles like that. No, really.
Second message.
Good morning, Agent 5. I sincerely hope the reason you're not answering your phone is because you're already on the way to TSA. You've already been late to work twice this week. I need you here on time for a change. To relieve Agent 3 for the alien procession. Don't disappoint me.
I think you're going to be disappointed, sir, if you're not already. I wish I could look down. I can do that in Buried in Time, but I can't do it here, apparently. That little head tilt downwards was automatic there. Okay, hopefully that was nothing bad. Alright, I suppose we better get out of here and go to work.
You are in the Caldoria Heights complex.
On level 4, I assume.
I'm on vacation. I won't be back for...
2 weeks, 5 days, 6 hours.
Thank you.
Come in. Psych. Gotcha. It's just a recording. Anyway, I checked out this morning, Caldoria time about 6 o'clock. Went for a White Sands jog in Tahiti. Be back in a while.
If this were me saying that I was on vacation or whatever, I would not be giving that much detail. I'd just say, I'm not available, come back later.
I'm not home right now. Susie, if this is you, meet me down by the Capitol building. I got an absolutely torrid spot to watch the procession.
Psst. Really? Definitely wouldn't be doing that either. I'm not saying that because I don't know anyone called Susie.
Second floor. Third floor. Fourth floor. Roof access.
Alright, did that person look sus or not?
Fourth floor.
I think they look sus. Can I go up to the roof? On the right, we've got garden, residence, 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 and lobby.
Roof access. Rooftop observatory closed.
Alright, so where did that guy go? Maybe he's got an access card or something that lets him into the garden? If not, he's just vanished into thin air. Can I go down to 3 and 2?
We're terribly sorry, but floors 2 and 3 are in final design phase and will not be available for rental until October 1st. For more information, please refer to the information kiosk in the lobby.
This building literally only has the lobby and the top floor of the residences functional. And the garden, perhaps.
We're terribly sorry, but floors 2 and 3
Can I skip
are in
that?
final design phase and will not be available for rental until October 1st. For more information, please refer to the information kiosk in the lobby.
I clicked a few buttons there, but I didn't find a skip.
4th floor. 3rd floor. 2nd floor. 1st floor.
And yet it looks like we're still so far above ground.
This unit is vacant. For more information, please refer to the information kiosk in the lobby.
Alright, I can't pat the dog. This game is an F-.
This unit is vacant. For more information, please refer to the information kiosk in the lobby.
Yeah, I don't think I can skip that dialogue. Global transporter?
Welcome to the Caldoria Heights Apartments, with the best view of the world's first floating metropolis. While here, feel free to visit our rooftop observatory. Located directly across from the Capitol building in Sector 3, Caldoria Heights plays to a number of luxurious accommodations. Our 15 units offer ample living space and the very best views of the city. Aluminized steel plumbing and titanium bathroom fixtures are standard. And topping off this list of distinctive features is a high-res 4D environment system built into each and every living room. Designed for metro properties by Marco Giappetti, Caldoria Heights offers comfortable accommodations in an attractive environment.
I feel bad saying this, but those faces are freaking me out. Did I miss something in our apartment where we can actually change the projections on the walls? Because if so, that's pretty damn cool. So this is a single apartment block, 15 units. 8 of which aren't finished, and the garden we can't access. Well, that was fast. What this? CSI Enhance. I've already forgotten how to pronounce that. That is the alien ship that's landed here. That's the reception. That's where we need to be, I think. We're heading to the TSA, to Temporal Security Annex, or whatever it is, but I think we need to be there as well. And we are very, very late. Alright, let's step inside this transporter. That sound effect. You've only heard that sound effect in every single video game you've ever played. Is this like a teleporter? We know the rules about teleporters. They destroy the original and create a copy. Hopefully it's just like a pneumatic tube or something.
Please insert your global transport card now.
Agent 5, you will require your transport card to utilize the global transport system.
I don't have that, do I? And I did see this pop up right now, but I'm not going to click it just yet. I've got to go back to my apartment and find it.
Your current directive is to report to the
Oh, so I can skip that if I click the mouse. Okay.
You are in the Caldoria Heights complex.
I've got nothing in my inventory. I've got to go back. I don't have a choice. So this is my official excuse for why I'm late to work. I've misplaced my card. I mean, yes, maybe I got horribly drunk last night and slept in and left the card in a place where I'll never find it, but that is my official excuse. I've lost my card. Maybe I left it in my clothes.
Second floor.
And maybe they're being washed.
Third floor.
So maybe I'll be able to get access to it in 3 hours' time.
Fourth floor.
Okay, it's got to be here somewhere. Yeah, look at that on the left there. That's not even a proper bed. That's where we woke up. That's actually terrible. Ooh.
The following is a special report from INN.
That logo is so nice.
Good morning, Caldoria. I'm Mark Johnson. INN has just been notified that the Symbiotry Ambassador ship landed moments ago, and a fleet of Cyrolan ships has approached Earth and is now in geosynchronous orbit over Caldoria. Our reporter Megan Love is live on the scene at the Capitol building, where the alien procession is scheduled to take place. Megan, can you describe what's going on down there?
Thank you, Mark. There's a tremendous crowd on hand to witness this historic event, and the atmosphere can only be described as electric. As most of our watchers know, it was in 2308, just 3 years after the World Unification Accords held in Gorbistan, that Earth was visited by a race of aliens who called themselves the Cyrolans.
Held in where?
They were here to invite us into an alliance which they called the Symbiotry of Peaceful Beings. They told the world that the purpose of this alliance is simply to share knowledge and culture with other alien races. They then left, after saying they would give us exactly 10 years to deliberate their proposal. Today is the day of their return, and all along the streets, the people of Caldoria are waiting for the gates to open so they can catch a glimpse of the Cyrolan delegate from the Capitol lawn. We will keep you informed with up-to-the-minute reports about this historic event. For the Interactive News Network, I'm Megan Love.
This has been a special report from INN.
Of course, you're not going to show us the people because you can't. Because putting a crowd in front of a green screen is much harder than putting one single actor. High-res 4D, yep, here we go. Ooh.
You may change your audio and visual selections at any time. This module is blank. For information on ordering additional environments and music selections, please contact the management.
The hell kind of music is that? That'll do. Right, well that was all very fascinating, but that doesn't lead me towards my card. Wait, I can't keep it like that? No, come on. I must be able to toggle this and then walk around in it, surely. Where's the fun in that?
You may change your audio and visual selections at any time.
Yep, I'll change them. Yeah, I think the moment I try to get up, Once this goes back down, it's going to disappear. Makes sense, I guess. We can only enjoy the view while we're sitting down on this chair. Alright, so I don't see a card here. Let me just sit down again because I see a little monitor on the right there, but I don't think I can see it when I'm on this screen. If I turn right, yeah, I can't interact with that. Is there anything else in this room that I might have missed? The washing machine's on the left here.
Current cleaning mode, gentle cycle. Urethane microwave setting. Estimated time to completion, approximately 3 hours.
If the card is in the pockets, then we're not getting it. Not for a while, anyway. I do note that the hint has disappeared from the bottom here, so I do wonder if I'm actually in the correct place. That's our answering machine. What is that? Card keyring, transport card, debit card, lights, active card, identification label. How do I use this thing? Is that the game's way of saying that everything is already in there? I've got to be honest, I'm not sure. Okay, I pushed I to get to that. Display object info. That's what that button does. Personal card keyring found Caldoria 11/06/2013 AD. Had to restart the read on this because I'm losing my voice. Your card keyring contains a debit card, a global transport card, and a flashlight. The transport card is encoded with your personal database of destination codes, which are required for use of the global transporter. Additional codes must be pre-programmed. Alright. That is the most impractical desk drawer I think I've seen in my entire life. But once again, this is the 2300s, and I'm a child of the 80s, so what would I know?
Floor.
I do wish there was a way I could see these things again without having to drop this, but I'm not really understanding that at the moment.
Please insert your global transport card now.
Right, does this work? There we go. You can just see the angle of the item changing when we hover over this little section here.
Choose a destination.
We can go to Tokyo or Arizona from here.
Other destinations have not been pre-programmed.
Oh my god, this is hell. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to go to Tokyo and Arizona, but if those are my only destinations along with my apartment and work, oh my god, this almost sounds like prison, in that we can only go to a couple of places and that's it.
Preparing destination transporter.
I'm sorry, boss.
Recording passengers organic substratum.
Oh god.
Prepare for molecular disintegration.
Oh god, it is a teleporter. Alright, the original Gage Blackwood has been destroyed.
Thank you for using global transport.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to happen. Simply because I was going to say, boss, I'm late for work. But, yeah. Uncreated. Safeguarding history is the responsibility of a Temporal Protectorate's agents. In your absence from the TSA, a temporal disruption was not averted and uncreated me. It unalived me. Wow. Agent evaluation, Caldoria and TSA, 20 of 95 points. Woohoo! Right, if I click continue, what happens? We go back here. Okay. Can I access? Yeah, 20 of 500, so we haven't lost any score. Not yet, anyway. Alright, scan that again. Maybe we should actually go to work.
Choose a destination.
TSA restricted.
Foreign organism detected in transporter. Please hold for tracking and sterilization process. Foreign element eliminated.
Jesus.
Preparing destination transporter. Recording passengers organic substratum. Prepare for molecular disintegration. Thank you for using global transport.
Don't worry, I understand the reference, but the fact that you can just laser it out of existence like that is frightening. So we can go to Tokyo at least, but we get unalived if we do so. I'm guessing the same thing happens if we go to Arizona. Which is why I've never left the state. Right, so what have we got? The transporter looks like it's built in like in the middle of a mountain or something? Underground? Freaky as. I'm guessing that's our company symbol, our employer symbol, the TSA symbol.
Please hold for ID check. Scanning. Verification of central cortex scan. Scanning for biotech implant. Identification confirmed. Welcome, Agent 5. Your fourth late arrival has been verified and logged.
I wonder if there's a way around that.
So help me if I miss the first human encounter with alien beings.
Can't tell if that was a hologram or an actual person. So we confirmed that Gage Blackwood, Agent 5, has a brain. I don't, so yeah, this will be interesting.
Dr. Elisa Crenshaw, inventor of the first faster-than-light drive.
Equipped with a faster-than-light drive, humans can once again unfurl their sails and navigate a new and endless black sea by the light of billions and billions of bright stars.
Once again, these faces are freaking me out. I know that's a terrible thing to say, though.
Roberto Jimenez, first unified Earth president.
The role of government is to protect the innocent and promote peace. With this new, unified world, the Earth stands on the verge of a peace that will forever change the face of humanity.
No comments.
Welcome, Agent 5. Proceed to the command center.
What the hell, are they like security bots or something? Are they reliable?
Dr. Enrique Castillo, Earth's first ambassador to the symbiometry of peaceful beings.
As we have struggled on Earth to blind our eyes to the differences that have separated us in the past, so must we now, as a unified people, acknowledge and welcome the differences of races from planets other than our own.
That's fair. I was going to say earlier that during that news report, was it Megan Love? Yeah, Megan Love. She said that someone was going to shake hands with one of the Cyrolans. So presumably they are a relatively humanoid species. They've got arms, they've got hands. That's what I got out of that.
Dr. Seiji Matsumoto, inventor of the cybernetic cortical matrix.
The design of the cortical matrix was based on a neural net of the human brain. Like children, these constructed beings will evolve and grow, and from them we must also learn.
Alright, so when everything goes to shit, it's entirely your fault. Is that another one? I think so. Yeah.
Dr. Candace White, inventor of the first morphing smart alloys.
Throughout the history of time, humans have attempted to explore every new frontier before them. The mysteries of land, sea, and space have already unraveled before us. Now that matter reintegration is a reality, humankind can truly explore the most infinite frontier. The micro-world of molecules that make up the universe.
Dr. Elliot Sinclair, inventor of the first time travel device.
The invention of time travel may in the future save humanity by teaching the world to avoid the tragic mistakes of the past.
This all sounds very, very terrible. The things that they're discovering and creating. There's so much potential for things to go wrong.
Agent 5, you are hereby ordered to proceed to the command room by order of Commander Baldwin.
Commander Baldwin. I don't recognize that name from the manual.
Agent 5, you are hereby ordered to proceed to the command room by order of Commander Baldwin.
I assume those are chain guns on their left arms. That's not encouraging. So what, this thing is Pegasus? The world's only working time machine. Okay, that's the command sensor. That is the ready room. Alright, let's go take a look. What is with this mood lighting?
So you finally decided to make it into work. And only 32 minutes late this time. Obviously, you think TSA rules do not apply to you. Well, you are wrong. As of now, you're grounded. 1 week of review and data cleanup work in the command center, and you can start by reviewing TSA agent procedures, which you've obviously forgotten.
I'm assuming that is all scripted. I will probably do a test at the end of this video just to restart the game and get here as quickly as possible, but I assume that is all scripted. TSA Operations Review Theory, Procedure, and Background. Alright, well I didn't read all of the manual before, but I think this is going to give us a lot of the background that we need.
The simplest analogy for the theory of time travel is that of a tunnel in time. When someone travels through time, a tunnel is created, which originates when the travel is begun and ends when the traveler lands. If some event in the past is altered, the theory states a rip occurs in the fabric of time, which gives rise to a temporal chain reaction. This chain reaction takes the form of a reality distortion wave. It could take anywhere from a few seconds to several hours to reach the present. Of those who aren't uncreated when the distortion wave hits, many will suddenly have a new life, and the past as we know it will cease to exist. Traveling back in time before the distortion wave hits allows an agent to jump over the distortion wave and escape its effects. As a member of the Temporal Protectorate, you alone will have the ability to jump back in time and prevent the corruption from ever happening. To ensure that it doesn't happen again, you'll have to discover the source of this disruption and bring it to a halt. One main caution exists. When time jumping, never allow the energy level that sustains the temporal link between yourself and the Pegasus device to be depleted, for integrity failure of this conduit will end any possibility of returning to the present.
So if we run out of energy, we get stuck in the time zone that we're in. Great. Stopping the distortion though. I'm trying to think what that would entail. Like, if someone travels back in time, do we have to kill them, incapacitate them? I assume we have to do everything without being seen. Otherwise, history changes.
In the event that it becomes necessary to restore the proper course of history, the procedure is as follows.
Here we go.
As quickly as possible, get to the Ready Room and retrieve your assigned mapping and Pegasus biochips, and the Journeyman key from their storage containers. The Pegasus biochip is your link to Pegasus. It is what allows you to be pulled back to the present at the touch of a button. Next, enter the Biosupport Suit generator. The Biosupport Suit is an indispensable element of the time travel process and is essential for your protection. After you're outfitted for travel and before the reality distortion wave reaches the present, you must jump to the year 200 million BC. Upon arriving, use the Journeyman key to open the storage vault and obtain the Journeyman historical log. Since it exists at a point in time previous to any likely temporal changes, it serves as a source of unaltered historical information. To discover how history has been changed, return to the Temporal Security Annex and insert the Journeyman disk into the computer. It will be cross-referenced with the historical log which was left behind and altered by the reality distortion wave. Knowing how, when, and where the past was changed should give you the information you need to restore the proper flow of history. A word of caution. Time is very sensitive to change. In order to keep from altering history further, try to solve the problems you encounter without changing anything. As a rule, a Temporal Protectorate agent should never interfere with any events of the past, never leave anything behind that came from a different time, never remove any historically significant objects from an environment, and above all, an agent should never interact with beings from another time zone.
There's so much to unpack there, but I want to say two things. Firstly, what happens if someone changes an event prior to 200 million years in the past? Secondly, if we go back there and grab the disk, as it was referred to in the manual, and bring it back here and then do a cross-reference, are you seriously telling me that technology has advanced so far that we can quickly do a check on 200 million years worth of data? cross-checking it against the current history to see what's changed. Because by the sound of it, if history is changed, we've got anywhere between a couple of minutes and a couple of hours to fix the problem. You're telling me that we need to go back in time, grab the disc, bring it back here, cross-reference the history, which must be extremely fast. God, that database must be incredible. And then go back and fix the problem. Okay? Sounds reasonable?
The Particle Accelerating Space-Time Transporter V1, otherwise known as Pegasus, was the brainchild of part-time historian and full-time physicist Dr. Elliot Sinclair. In 2311, after seeing Sinclair's time-bending experiments, the government contracted him to build a full-scale, operational time machine. The purpose of this device was to explore our past, as well as to discover the truth behind many disputed historical events. Just 4 years after the project was begun, the world's first time machine underwent its first test run. However, due to mounting concerns by individuals who believed that the machine would be used not only to explore history, but also to alter it, the test run would be the first and last time that the machine would be used for research purposes. The project was discontinued, and Sinclair was forbidden to ever work on time distortion projects again. Time travel, now a reality, the government secretly set up the Temporal Security Annex as a means to safeguard history from potential sabotage. You, the members of the Temporal Protectorate, are among the very few who know of its existence.
The public doesn't know.
Dear God, it's finally happened. And with you of all people on duty, Gage. This is it. It all depends on you. Get to the ready room. Let's do it.
Those facial expressions. What do we got? 2112. Alright, I can't click anything there, I've just got a zoom mouse. Before we go to the ready room, I just want to check out the dude on the right-hand side of the display. What would you even call that? As we walked in. The display hall? I want to see this person's name. Is this Sinclair? Yes.
Dr. Elliot Sinclair, inventor of the first time travel device.
The invention of time travel may in the future save humanity by teaching the world to avoid the tragic mistakes of the past.
He's the only face here that looks normal. Once again, I know that's a terrible thing to say, but his name was just mentioned in that little briefing there.